Very Vidmas, everyone. Welcome to Vidmas number 15. Today we're going to have a look at When Penguins Attack TD. This is the first of, from what I know, 4 TDs of this Penguins Attack series from the same developer. And it's pretty fun, actually. I remember this was one of those games that I enjoyed playing before I discovered something like Gemcraft or Bloons TD. This was like one of those really good ones. It had reasonable graphics, actually, to be honest. Maybe, I don't know if the developer was talented enough to come up with all of the graphics and images themselves, or if they got some help, but yeah, it's a reasonable quality product. I mean, look at this. This is actually images of the sprites out of the game itself. This isn't a little sort of like animation that was pre-made or anything. It's not bad. And also the music is kind of awesome as well. It's befitting of a game where you are taking on military penguins. It's not bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and play it. Let's see. How am I doing with the medals? I've only played a couple of levels. Okay, so level 2. I failed to win that one and dominate it. So you know what? Let's go ahead and try and dominate. Oh yeah, Twin Creeks. Let's go. Why not? This is one of those games where you can tell like there may be a lack of a really good algorithm for the pathing. Oh crap! Okay, we've started already. So let's just you know what? All right, all right. Less talking at the start and more playing. Let's set ourselves up. I forgot. You don't control when you start the game or when you send extra waves and stuff. It kind of just, it starts straight out the gate. So, unfortunately, I don't think there's any button that I can hold down to build, like constantly build towers. I think you have to do it like this, one by one, which is slightly annoying, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Trust me, you don't have to put down too many towers in this game, so it's manageable. There we go. And just build up a maze. Now, I can't remember. You go down, then up, then down, then up. So I should be blocking this one off. Yeah, something like that. And yes, just like just about every other tower defense out there, this one has also got waves of air units that fly above all of your stuff. The one thing that I've noticed about Penguins Attack is that there's never just one entrance or one exit. Don't quote me on this, but I think all of the maps have multiple entrances and multiple exits. Yes, I can finally talk because I've got my initial maze down, so I should be able to have a little breather just for a second, which is good. Here we go. And of course, I'm just putting down all of these basic towers so I can get some sort of maze down. Eventually, I'm going to start selling these and replacing them with much better towers. But for now, these will do. In fact, one of the first things that you need to be wary of is beating the first air... Yeah, the first air wave. I don't know which wave it is, but it's kind of coming soon. Nope, those are trucks. Anyway, the first wave of air is difficult to take down because in this game, your machine gun tower, the cheap one, that one can attack everything, but it has kind of a small range. You can upgrade it only once, and it's kind of pathetic. Next, you've got the bio tower, and then the electro tower, and the flamethrower. All of those don't attack airwaves. So the next tower, which actually does quite well at air, taking down air units, but is kind of really expensive, it's a bit of a jump from 10 gold to 100 gold, is the flak tower. So, you know what? Let's just go ahead and place one here and one there, so we've got both like paths covered. But yeah, flak tower is pretty good at taking down air, and then, well, actually all 4 of the most expensive towers are very good at taking down air. Ooh, maybe not good enough. Let's go ahead and upgrade a couple of these, just to be sure. And we'll do the same down here. And while we're at it, let's upgrade the flak cannon. Don't worry, the flak cannon, plasma tower, missile tower, and heat ray tower, they're all very good at taking down the air, but they don't just take down air, they take down everything. So they're kind of good like that, but they're also kind of bad like that, because there's no tower that you can build that is air only and therefore will only focus on air. So if you've got a few towers down that are the towers you want to attack air units, but scroll. But then there's a mixture of ground and air. You don't want these towers to be distracted by attacking the ground units instead of the air units, because then the air units will just fly over and see you later. So yeah, there's good and bad in that, and also you've got no control of where the priority is for the attacking of any of these towers. So it's kind of just set up your maze, put in lots of powerful stuff, and then just hope that it's good enough. Now what I'm trying to do here, you start with 25 lives. I beat this map, just now actually, on 23 lives. So this time around I'm going to actually just concentrate and instead try and beat this map with full 25 lives, so I get that third medal. It's a fun game. Honestly, it's a very fun game. Like I said, the pathing AI is relatively simplistic in that it's very grid-like in how the AI decides what path to take and so forth. But you know what? There's something to be said about simplicity. It does make the game a little bit less complex and a little bit more fun. This is one of those the games that you just play it for a bit of fun. It's not going to be one of those games where you're going to have to sink literal, hundreds of hours into to try and complete. This is one of those quick ones. You get in, you play, you have fun, and then you get out. I think there was a little bit more of an improvement in longevity of gameplay and stuff in the later versions of When Penguins Attack TD, like the second, third, and fourth. Especially the fourth. The fourth introduced a few different mechanics, such as when all of your enemies die, they actually drop coins on the ground. You don't just automatically get the cash like you do in this one. So you've got to mouse over the coins to pick them up. I personally find those sorts of mechanics a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. It's not something that would stop me from playing the game, but certainly not that fun. Then again, maybe that's just me. Honestly, I'm one of those players who likes to be a little bit lazy with how they play their games, to be honest. Micromanaging is not my thing, which is why I kind of suck at strategy games like StarCraft 2 and all of that. Honestly, they're fun games, but yeah, I just can't keep up with the pros. Not even close. APM, I think you're doing well if you're beating games and your APM is low. That's the complete opposite to what is defined as someone who's a pro gamer, with their high APM and high effective actions per minute. Nah, not me. Give me low APM any day. Yep, I can sell this. Yeah, I can sell it. That's fine. The AI doesn't exactly recalculate its path. It recalculates its path if it runs it into a tower where it thought a path was. So, in that perspective, keeping that in mind, I think in this game you can do some insane juggling if you really wanted to. But because there's air units here and there's no dedicated air tower, just don't bother. Also, the game isn't that difficult, so again, don't bother. Just play it as intended. Like this. This is pretty good. To be honest, I haven't even used the missile tower. Usually I use the missile tower quite a bit because it's got splash. It's the only tower that I know of with splash. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, everything else is just single unit attack. So you know what? Let's okay. Let's sell this bad boy and put a rocket launcher, and let's keep it nice and symmetrical. And let's get the cash to keep it nice and symmetrical. Yep, perfect. Yeah, by the way, these two towers, the missile tower, rocket launcher I called it, and the heat ray tower, they are the towers with the largest Oh, I haven't upgraded that one yet. Yeah, the largest range out of all the towers. So yeah, if you plonk them around the middle of the map, then they should be able to attack all of the air that comes in and all of that stuff, which is nice. That's what you want. Yeah, a bit of a primitive TD if I'm going to be honest. You have no control of when waves get sent, no control of what your towers can attack in priority or whatnot. But still, it's alright. It's chill. Maybe I'm just complaining about it because I'm spoilt and just like you guys, we're used to other games like Bloons TD or Gemcraft, and yeah, those games give you lots of control and lots of complexity. This is the opposite. This is, here it is. Go ahead, plonk down your stuff. Oh, by the way, the game's already started, so hurry up. Still, it's a very fun game. And also, this is only the second map. The maps do get harder, obviously, and it does get a little bit more challenging. But I think this is one of those games, so long as you don't fall asleep while playing it and stop building towers and stuff, and so long as you don't bank up cash, once you get your initial maze down and you're good with all the ground units and you've got enough towers to take on the first air unit waves, then it's pretty much just a matter of keep on replacing your towers with better ones and you'll be fine. You'll win the game. No problems. In fact, you know what? Something that I think would be useful in a game like this, just being nitpicky here, by the way, it would be very nice if we had the ability to speed up gameplay a little bit. Because yeah, at the moment this is kind of just a little bit of a, it's tedious. Just waiting for things to happen slowly. I mean, I know I said a lot about having low APM is the best, but come on, there's a limit. Let's be honest. You don't want to be just sort of waiting around for waves to happen and stuff. I suppose that's one of the good things about games like Bubble Tanks TD and also Desktop TD. You can send as many waves as you want. You've got a little bit of control over what's going on. And that just sort of, allows you to set the pace of the game, which I think is very important in a TD. It's like you don't have to be rushed or you don't have to have patience. You can go at your own pace. You want to speed up? No problem. You want to slow down? It's fine. Right, so I'm just going to make the claim that, honestly, from this point onwards, I could just about get away with not building anything more. I think the air units are out of range of this one, so I'll replace these 4 towers with either missile towers or heat ray towers. You know what, heat ray towers are fine. They're a bit more expensive, but they do a great job, and I don't need the splash. I've already got a couple of towers here that does splash. And I've got flak towers here for just a little bit more against air. That should be fun. Is a flak tower splash? Good against air units. Increased range, damage and speed. Doesn't mention anything about splash. But this one says damages nearby enemies. So okay, missile towers are the only ones with splash. Mind you, that splash doesn't exactly do much, does it? Oh, wait a minute. I know what I could do. I could do something like this. Yeah, that's what I could do. This tower here, the bio tower, basically it causes enemies to slow down. So if it's slowing down some enemies but not others, then they'll kind of stack on top of each other, which means actually I don't want to slow down everything. I just want to slow down every second or third. enemy. So there you go. This one will slow down some, and we'll get some stackage happening. In fact, let's sell this and quickly put a bio tower here as well. There we go. That should stack things up and give the missile towers a little bit more of a chance to go ahead and maximize their damage. You see what I mean, though? Things are just... they're not exactly going far anymore. I'm destroying them. In fact, I'm just going to put some forward towers. Why? Because I've got the cash and because I can. And eventually I'll upgrade these and it'll all be fine. Gee, I tell you what, this tower isn't exactly great when unupgraded. There's no way of seeing how much damage they actually do either. Cool. So there you go. You've got less information about your towers, so you kind of got to play and learn this game through a little bit of trial and error. But again, like I said, it's not an overly difficult game, especially if you know, if you have a design in your mind about how you want to put in your first maze, then it should be fine. It's fine. It's a fun game. It's not a serious game, but it's a fun game. Have you played any of the Penguins Attack series? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, wave 70, we're almost there. Nope, a little bit laggy there for a second. When this game lags a little bit, I'm not sure if it's because of the game or if it's because of the website that the game is on, because the website has, you can't see it, but there is ads everywhere, and every now and then the ads change as well, so yeah, every now and then you get a little bit of a lag spike. I don't think it's the game. How could it be? It's not like there's a lot going on. There's not thousands of enemies on the screen being fired at by like hundreds of towers. Okay, so that's how powerful the heat ray tower is. it's just cutting them down instantly. What the heck? I was going to go ahead and sell the back line here, but I don't think that's necessary. Yep, one more please. Thank you. You know what? A line of missile towers in front, and that would be just fine. I don't think I have enough time to gather up enough cash to do that, though. We're already at wave 75 or 77, so you know what? I think that's pretty much it. I'll just sit back and let it happen. Considering what they were running through, those tanks are pretty tough. And they're no match for what I've got. Oh, yeah, that's right. Boss wave style air units. What? It's giving me the victory before I've even finished the wave. Okay. Oh, it's because I beat the boss. Okay, sure. Anyway, there we go. Main menu. Let's have a look at the medals. That's better. Total extinction, no lives lost. Beat the boss, yep, I did that. Win the battle. Cool. So there you go. Not many levels either. There's only 6 levels, but Oh yeah, this one's kind of got a bit of a cross going with it. Whereas the other two are, yeah, a little bit more straightforward, just horizontal. And I think the entrances and exits get a little bit more nuts as the levels go down. It's been too long, I haven't played it for ages, but no, it's a good little game. It's fun. I highly recommend it. Give it a crack. In fact, give all of them a crack. And also, because of the age of this game, you know, it's probably over a decade old now, so maybe cut it a little bit of slack when you find that there is a lack of hotkeys for selecting towers to put down or whatnot, that sort of thing. Like, because of the interface, there's a little bit more effort that needs to go in. So just be a little bit patient with the interface. I think things get a little bit better with the other games further down the series, but still, it's just a little nitpick that I have with this game. There's nothing major. Still great fun, this game. All of the games in the Penguins Attack TD series, so by all means, come down here to Armour Games, give them a crack, and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe, tickle that bell, like the video, watch all of the other videos in the Vidmas series, why not? And leave lots of comments. Let me know. What do you like? What don't you like? What do you prefer? Is there any other TDs that you like that are accessible to everyone? I try to mostly cover TDs that are free, that everyone can play, as opposed to TDs that you have to pay for, or, you know, TDs that are maps inside other games that you also have to pay for. Not all of them, though. Let's be honest, some of the best TDs are the ones you paid for, or ones that were created in games like StarCraft 2, Warcraft 3, and I remember there was even a couple of really good tower defenses inside StarCraft, the original, in Brood Wars. Yeah, maybe I should dust off the old StarCraft. I wonder if it'll work, actually, because I've got 64-bit computers here. I don't have a 32-bit computer anymore. I don't know, how old is it? From 97, 98? Maybe not, I don't know. I'm not sure if anyone would want to see some videos of TDs from StarCraft. So, yeah. In fact, to be honest, when I was playing and doing the video for my earlier Vidmas for Warcraft 3, that one, I have to admit, Gem TD is a great map to play, but wow, is Warcraft 3 starting to look old now. Tell you what, with those low-res polygons, which were considered high-res back in the day, like really high-res, yeah, geez, it is starting to show its age now. But like I've said in the past, you know what? You don't need amazing graphics to have an amazing game. You need a well-sorted game with, you know, a good amount of challenge, intuitive interface, and lots of fun and customizability. That's what really makes a game. So long as the graphics aren't, you know, total garbage, I think a lot of people can play the TD or the game in general and enjoy it. So there you go. Warcraft 3. Do I recommend playing tower defenses in Warcraft 3 if you haven't got Warcraft 3 already? The answer is no, because now you can only get Warcraft 3 in the Reforged version, and I've been avoiding that one because I've heard nothing but negative reviews about it. So, yeah, enter at your own risk on that one. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough, guys. Catch you later.